what did you guys like doing together?
Well, like having parties, going to parties with friends, you know, picnics, going to Geneva on the Lake, things like that. And then Geneva on the Lake, where they had the car racing, that I don't think they have that anymore. So that was fun. They would do that. So we would look forward to Geneva on the Lake for a week with our friends, like the Blakemores. My brother Alan, his family used to come, and Bevan, I don't know if you remember Bev and Ed Bond. They were Alice and Jim's close friends, but then became, well, they knew Ernie because Ernie went to Mayfield Heights with Bev. So they came out one year and stayed there for a week. We loved doing that. And then Papa liked to, he had a little league baseball for the boys in Shaker that he was running when they were little, younger. He liked that a lot. And then, of course, he belonged to the VFW in Euclid, Ohio, until the day he died. You know, he was a member there.
Yeah.
So, and they had affairs there too, like a get-together where the wives could come and they would have, you know, things to eat and beer and stuff like that, and dancing.
Yeah.
So, oh my goodness, what was that?
How did that happen?
Did that come out of her mouth?
No, I don't know how that happened. Huh.
Yeah.
So what made Ernie so special to you?
What, sweetie?
What made Ernie so special to you?
That he really loved his family. He really did. Thought very highly of them and the grandchildren, and he was kind. He remembered like Valentine's Day, you know, things like that, little things, and he was a very when we had guests, he was very social. He made them feel very welcome, and he was just that way, you know. So, and he loved to laugh, you know, and he loved, of course, Indianapolis 500 and talking about that. That was his whole life, really, was Indianapolis 500, and the fact that the family was involved, that made it special to him.
And what do you miss the most about him?
Isn't that funny you say that? Because I'll be sitting in the den, and he used to sit in there all the time waiting for dinner to be made, you know, to be watching TV. And then I would remember when he was ill and lying in that bed in there, and I used to, you know, be in there too with him. And sometimes I would just relive all that all over again, that the bed was there, and so.
So that's what you think about most, sometimes.
Yeah.
What do you miss? Is what's different about the house that's different without him being here?
That things aren't getting done here, you know. He would, you know, like you look around, you think, oh gosh, the ceiling needs to be painted, and he would, you know, take care of that. And just that was the hardest part when he suffered for that year before he died. That was very, very hard to watch. Very hard. Yep.
And what do you think's kept you healthy all these years? Because it was unfortunate what happened to him, obviously.
That kept me healthy, honey?
Yeah, well, why do you think, you know, compared to a lot of people your age, you're pretty healthy and you can still...
Just that you're blessed with that. It's not that I'm any different than anybody else, other than the fact that, I don't drink. I mean, I like a glass of wine every now and then, but I don't smoke. I keep busy. Never do I sit around and feel sorry for myself that I don't have anything to do. I'm glad when I can go into the den, prop my feet up, and just watch TV, or read. I like to read. I like to read the morning paper in the morning with my coffee. And of course, the Plain Dealer now doesn't deliver every day, so I'll maybe save a half a page from the day before, so I'll have something to read with my coffee. And animals, having pets, something else to take care of, right? That I'm responsible for.
Yeah, it keeps you alert.
Yeah.
And attentive.
Yeah. But, and then when they're gone, you feel sad because they're not enjoying like what you are enjoying now. Just like when they tore that house down next door and we have all this land, out of sunroom windows, and I thought, oh, how he would have loved that, he would have loved that. And he's not here to enjoy it, see? Or not here anymore to enjoy the auto racing, which he so enjoyed.
Yeah.
And what made him happy that his children and grandchildren enjoyed it too. That they liked it. And then Mark's friends liked Ernie a lot too. Like, if he was with us at the race, Tom Laycock, he loved Ernie like a father, and so
based on your marriage, what kind of advice would you give a newly married couple? What helped you guys? How long were you married?
What, honey?
How long were you guys married before he passed?
Well, we were married in 1949, and he passed away in 2013, the beginning of 2013. So say 2012. I have it on my cat. We were married October 1st.
Riley boy, come here. Up on the couch. Thank you. So that's a long time.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen too much nowadays. So I don't know. I'm gonna wait for that clock to stop. What kind of advice you would give to a couple who were as young as you guys?
Talk things out. Talk to each other. That is, if something is bothering you, don't let it eat it. Even if you have to have an argument about it, discuss it. And some way or another, it'll come out. The other one apologized. Well, I didn't realize that, or I didn't realize that you didn't like that, or that I was hurting you, or something like that. Or sometimes if you just get angry over petty little things, forget it. I mean, you argued, and that's it. You don't keep a grudge going on and on and on. It doesn't do any good. You try to work it out. If there's something that, that they hurt you by saying something or whatever, nothing wrong in having an argument. I mean, you can't keep everything inside. So, or just turn around and walk out the door for a while, take a walk. So, I'm not saying we didn't have our arguments where, it would get to the point where I was really upset with him or whatever, you just deal with it. And you make the next day everything's okay, Or say, you really hurt me when you expected this of me or that of me or stuff like that, Yeah. So they don't realize what they're doing, what they're saying sometimes.
Yeah.
I look at that picture there, the wedding picture.
Yeah.
He loved to dance too. he loved to dance.
Huh. Um, what did I just ask you? I was going to ask you something else after that. What were you just talking about?
We were talking about arguments, or how do you
Yeah.
resolve something.
Oh, how did he propose to you?
How
Mm-hmm.
I think we were in a car or whatever, and or quite soon when I came back from Florida. After I just started dating him and stuff, it wasn't long down the road where he wanted to discuss marriage, and I wasn't ready for it yet, and he was very upset about that. And in fact, we were at his mom's house for dinner, I think, or something like that, and his mom made a comment to me about, you really hurt his feelings, something to that effect, And I just told her that I just thought we were too young yet. I was just out of, barely out of high school.
Yeah.
So
And then something changed your mind?
I guess being when I did go to Florida, and then got away a little bit, and then came back because I really missed him while I was there, and I was still working, just day by day. We weren't dwelling on anything. We just took each day as it came, and that was it. And then all of a sudden I think we were in the car, and he proposed, and he went to my dad. My dad was still a jeweler at that time, and he went there to pick out a ring, and he wanted me to go with him, and so my dad helped us pick out a ring, or a wedding band and an engagement ring, and that's and then he gave me the engagement ring in the car, like I say, and asked me to marry him.
And then how soon after that did you guys get married? Like a year? How long did you have to wait?
See, we were married in 49,
Yeah.
because I graduated in 47, and we were married in 49. So in between, I went to, school, and then we picked the date of October 1st. And I know that Christmas, the Christmas before the coming fall, my mom knew that we were going to get engaged, or that Ernie wanted to propose. And for Christmas, my mother gives me a ring, a pretty ring. And I just said, Mom, that isn't the fact that I just want a ring, and I didn't accept the gift from my mom. I still have it upstairs.
Why did she give you the ring?
She just thought that make me happy I had a ring. I don't know why she did that.
For your wedding ring, you think?
As my engagement ring.
Yeah. Huh.
Who knows? She probably just felt I was too young. I really think that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was 20.
Yeah.